Hey, what's up guys? Chief Pat here, and today bringing you guys a brand new Clash Royale video, and today we're going to be buying the Tornado on my main Chief Pat account and trying it out inside a couple of battles, and of course, that means we're going to buy that gem offer inside of the shop and get 10 of the Tornado cards. Now, getting 10 Tornadoes will let us upgrade our Tornado up to level 3, so let's go ahead and get that done right now, and we're hoping to get our Tornado spell up to level 4, which is the tournament standard. Of course, the only thing that matters inside of Clash Royale is getting your cards to tournament standard, so you can play them inside of challenges and tournaments at that standard level. But since it's only level 3, let's go ahead and get a couple of super magical chests and hopefully find some Tornadoes inside of it. And we are guaranteed 23 epics out of every super magical chest in the legendary arena, so I'm hoping we get some in at least one of these. And as we open them up, we're gonna get some giant skeletons. Obviously not really what we need, but if we can get 23 Tornadoes, that at least should be able to get it up to level 5. So there's 23 Tornadoes right there inside of super magical chest number 2. Of course, Supercell does make it so if you have other cards maxed out, that you're more likely to find ones that you don't have, except for legendary cards, but for epics, commons, and rares. And take a look at that, I actually have enough mega minions now to upgrade it, and I'm gonna get even more Tornadoes and a lumberjack out of that super magical chest. That chest was just so good right there. I can finally max out my mega minion. I've got the Tornado to upgrade twice, and you can see right here that my mega minion is upgradable, but since we're just gonna be playing it inside of a challenge, I'm not going to upgrade that just yet. So let's go ahead and upgrade our Tornadoes with the gold that we have, and that's going to be upgraded all the way up to level 5. So like I said, level 4 is the tournament standard, so level 5 is just a little bit of icing on the cake. And let's actually try out this Tornado inside of our Lava Hound deck. I'm going to substitute the Tornado in for the Zap spell, and let's see if we can have a little bit of success with it. I know a lot of people have been trying it out and seeing what they think. Like I said during the preview, I felt like it was going to be a really situational card, so it's something to bring into challenges and multiplayer. And take a look at this. This guy's actually starting out with a rocket, which is just super interesting. He's not even waiting for the Mega Minion or my minions or anything at all. He's just going to rocket my tower by itself, and that means I'm going to go crazy with the Lava Hound and a Mega Minion push. I've even got some more minions to follow that up, and he's going to play an Expo on the left-hand side of the map. He's basically given up on this right-hand side, and now I've got a couple of archers to try to help out that Expo, but with my skeleton doing work right now, that Expo is going to be far too distracted, and eventually I can play my miner on top of it and start chipping it all the way down to 0. So a really interesting start to the game. I haven't even played my Tornado yet, and take a look at his King Tower. His King Tower is all the way down to 1603 at 13 HP. I'm gonna play my Tornado to stop the barbarians in their tracks, and that's gonna be my first ever Tornado placement on my main Chief Pat account, stopping those barbarians. And now as my Mega Minion runs across, it's gonna get destroyed, so I've got to use some minions to take out this princess. Again, he's gonna be playing the Expo. He's got an Ice Spirit to freeze 2 of those minions, but the other 2 will be doing work, and eventually one's going to be left right there, and that one little minion is going to be the little minion that could and take out that Expo all by itself, and that's pretty good. It may not be a Mega Minion, but the regular minions showing what they're made of and taking that Expo out. Now, I do have a decision here. I can go for the King Tower or that second Crown Tower. It's really tempting to go for the King Tower just because that's 1600 HP. If I had a Golem, I'd probably go for the King Tower just because it's more guaranteed damage with the Golem's Death Explosion. And really, the only defense this guy has is the Expo. Another rocket down the left-hand lane. This guy's playing naked rockets. And for reference, I pretty much never recommend doing that. You shouldn't be able to get a 6 elixir rocket on someone's tower and not be punished for it. So for me, I would not recommend that naked rocket. And take a look, another Expo down the right-hand side. He's simply just ignoring the side I'm playing my Lava Hound and Mega Minion on. And like all problems in life, if you ignore them, they generally don't go away. And that's what's happening right here. He's trying to ignore me. He's playing another rocket onto my Crown Tower. And with all these skeletons, I'm going to Tornado those into the very center, making sure... Look, I'm even going to kill those Fire Spirits with the Tornado spell right there. And my Mega Minion and Archers are going to take that King Tower down to 0 for a really interesting game. Playing both the Expo and the Rocket. Safe to say he had a pretty interesting strategy for that one. So that's going to give us 10 cards and 500 gold inside of this challenge using our first ever Tornado deck. Now let's continue on to battle number 2 using the Tornado. I'm hoping to find someone maybe using some minions, using a princess that I can drag to my side of the map for some awesome value. And it looks like he's going to start out with the Witch, which honestly I think is a pretty bad card, at least against the decks I play. The Witch may be good inside of certain decks, you know, Witch Giant, whatever, but against the decks that I play, which are the Golem as well as the Lava Hound. The Witch is just really poor. It doesn't do that much damage at all. So I'm feeling good against this Witch. I'll play a Mega Minion to assassinate her as soon as she starts attacking my Lava Hound, and check out all the stuff he has behind his tower. I'm going to Lightning Spell that Ice Wizard. I'm going to Lightning Spell that Baby Dragon, and he'll play a giant skeleton right in my face. So I've got to counter with I've got the Miner inside of my hand. I could play the Miner, but now that everything's exploding on his side of the map, my Lava Pups aren't going to be able to actually do that much, but I should have a fairly big Elixir lead. You know, I'm always keeping a tracker in my head. When you guys are playing someone, just think in your head, like, has he been playing more cards than me, or has he been playing more expensive cards than me? And overall throughout this battle, I've sort of realized that I must have had like a 3 or 4 Elixir lead right there. Obviously, I don't know the exact count in my head. That'd be pretty crazy if you did, and I'm sure, you know, if Clash Royale ever explodes to this big professional scene, the card counters are going to be ridiculous. But all in all, I just get a general idea in my head for how, am I up in Elixir or am I down in Elixir? And I knew at this point I was definitely up. Now, meanwhile, he's going to go for a crazy counter push down the left-hand lane with a mini P.E.K.K.A. He's actually going to get a hit off on my tower, and I have to play my Mega Minion to distract against the Baby Dragon and the Spear Goblins. But I still do have a full Elixir, or full health Lava Hound running down this right-hand lane, so I can play some archers to follow it up. The Witch really shouldn't be able to do too much against that Lava Hound. If it were the Lava Pups, it'd probably do work. So let's play our Miner behind the tower, and this is where we should be able to get at least some decent value. So Miner's chipping away, my Lava Hound's chipping away, and one of my favorite things is that as soon as the Lava Hound dies, the tower will retarget to the Miner as well as all the other troops. We're going to kill the Witch with the Lava Pups, which is ridiculous that the Lava Pups killed a 5 Elixir card, and that tower's all the way down to 833, which means this game is looking really good. Now, Tornado to drag all of his stuff to the center. I'm even going to kill those Spear Goblins in the back. I want to make sure that Giant Skeleton and Baby Dragon get to my Tombstone, mean that everything's going to go kapoom over there, and the Mega Minion will kill that Baby Dragon. So this game is just looking better and better, and we're actually going to have to be pretty cheeky right here and make sure we don't mess up against this mini P.E.K.K.A. Now, I did have the minions go down, but they were able to help distract alongside the Tombstone to kill that Mini P.E.K.K.A. Wow, so many crazy troops nowadays. It's really hard for me to keep track. Lightning Spell onto the Baby Dragon, the tower, as well as one of those Spear Goblins. Tornado Spell bringing everything to the center, and as that Lava Hound beats down on the tower, the Miner will finally get there, and with the Lava Pups exploding, that tower is going to go all the way down to 134 before eventually he's actually going to have some success on defense. But of course, yet again, the Lava Pups giving us so much value, killing his Ice Wizard, killing his Witch. That's already 8 Elixir in value just for killing the supporting units with the Pups, which are sort of seen as an afterthought. But anyways, Lightning Spell will clean up that game. 1 crown to 0. And 2-0 currently using a Tornado inside of Clash Royale. Let's go ahead and hop into another battle against Simple right here and see if we can make that happen one more time. And we actually have a pretty okay starting hand. We don't have a great defensive card like a Tombstone right now, but we do have the Mega Minion, which should serve okay. There goes the Hog Rider, so let's go ahead and play that Mega Minion that I just talked about. We're going to take a couple of hits on our tower, especially with that Zap spell, and now the archers are going to beat our tower down as well, so we have to make this push on the right-hand side work. We've got the Lava Hound, we've got the minions, I've got the Miner going onto the tower as well. This has to be the push that gets stuff done for us, and as that Fireball explodes, he has a perfect counter in the Mega Minion, which should be able to do work against our Miner as well as our Lava Hound. But we do have some archers, so let's go ahead and use those, but they're going to get distracted by the Ice Golem. It seems that this battle just really, I thought it would go better in the very beginning, but all in all, he's actually going to stage a pretty good defense, and he's going to be up a couple hundred hit points on that left-hand tower that took a beating from that Hog Rider. Now, skeletons will help protect, and I'm actually not going to need to drop anything else. One of the archers will attack my Tombstone, the other is going to go for my tower. I can sacrifice a little tower HP to not drop that 3 Elixir Mega Minion, and let's go ahead and get ready for another push, but do keep in mind that his Hog Rider is probably going to be running at my tower. I think later in the game, once I have enough Elixir and double Elixir, I can play my Tornado spell, plus like my minions or my Mega Minion, to make sure that Hog Rider goes down and doesn't hit my tower. So look for that combination a little bit later in the game, and let's go ahead and keep on with our push down the right. Now, I do have my Mega Minion this time, which I like better than the 3 Elixir minions just because he can't Fireball it. And I've got the Lightning Spell in my hand waiting to see what he's going to play. He's just going to play an Ice Golem to distract me, and here comes the Lightning Spell. Lightning Spell on the tower, Lightning Spell on the Mega Minion, Lightning Spell on an Archer. That's going to do so much damage to the tower, and take a look at the tower. It's going to redirect to my Mega Minion, which means my Lava Pups are burning that tower down to pieces. The Lava Hound's just so OP when it pops and the tower targets some other troop instead of the lava pups. That's going to be the first tower of the game. And let's go ahead and reset with our tombstone, because like I talked about, he's got this Hog Rider on blast, and he's trying to use it as much as he can. Now I've got a tombstone plus a Lava Hound. There goes the Ice Golem and Hog Rider push. Tornado on both of those minions onto the graveyard to try to take that graveyard out. And take a look as that Hog Rider's just stuck floating right there. He will get a nice fireball right there and actually end up taking my tower so low. The tower's going to go down, but we do have a nasty counter push on the way. You can only spend so much on offense and not be punished on defense. So take a look as my miner and my skeletons are beating down that tower. I've got the lightning spell trying to predict something else besides that mega minion right there, but it looks like we're gonna get the Lava Hound plus the mega minion doing work. And as the lava pups start spitting fire yet again, that tower is going to drop all the way to the 700, which means only 2 lightning spells should be able to finish this game off, plus like a miner, I guess. So 9 seconds left in the battle. Let's go and get one more push going on. We haven't had a Lava Hound push all game that hasn't resulted in damage, so this looks like it's going to be his last gasp right here. I'm going to go ahead and play my defensive cards. I've got the Mega Minion, I've got the Archers, I've got the Minions. He's throwing everything he has at my tower. And now that didn't work out, he is just left for a crazy counter assault, and hopefully this is going to be the end of the game. Miner onto the tower, Lava Hound helping out. We got the lightning spell as well. Tornado onto the tower to suck everything into the center. We're going to make sure that Mega Minion attacks my Lava Hound instead of the miner, and that's going to do it for the battle for a clean 2-1 victory and a pretty nice use of the tornado spell inside of this game. So 3 straight wins using the tornado. I'm feeling pretty good about that. It is a fun card to use, but again, guys, keep in mind it is situational, so you guys got to let me know how you like to play it. Do you like to play it inside of every deck? Do you like playing it inside of like tank decks or chip decks, or what do you guys like using with the tornado spell? I'd love to hear in the comment section below, but for me, it's more of a fun card. I think until maybe someone finds like an OP deck with it or something like that, it's more situational than anything, just like I said inside of my preview video. So let me know in the comment section below, but that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Until tomorrow, I will see you guys later. Peace out.